Yes, listener, you and I see DDP Hazmat the same way. We don't see DDP going down to Hazmat, but we don't know. We'll see what it happens. As far as the Topuria Oliveira fight, yes, you're right. Oliveira, though, is not the greatest at Thai kicks. Does great knees and elbows Thai style. Why? Because he can stand straight up and down because he's not afraid to going on his back because his real strength is jiu-jitsu anyway. So no one really tries to go down there with him. So he's able to use a true Thai stance where knees and elbows are really effective as he presses forward. Topuria, yeah, is that boxer, right? Like heavy pressure on the front foot, like you said, slipping side to side. Now, if you look through UFC history, there's a history of finding out how to deal with boxers' defensive movements. The first time was really Josh Thompson against Nate Diaz when Gil fought Benson Henderson for the title in San Jose. I forget what number that was. But the bottom line is Josh Thompson faked the right hand. Diaz slipped to his left as a southpaw, and then Thompson launched his right kick, his power kick. So Diaz slipped into Thompson's power kick, and it's the only time Nate Diaz has been knocked out in MMA. And it was using that technique. Fast forward to Salt Lake City, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. Kamaru had fought a great fight, looked like he was coasting on his way to victory last round. Edwards, from the other stance, did the exact same thing. Through the left hand or the right hand, and then when Kamaru slipped, threw that high kick, his back power leg kick into it, and boom, nighty-night Irene. So, yeah, that's an obvious way to beat a guy who uses slip. And what is that? Guys, Muay Thai, you can't take your head off the line. Everybody knows that. A knee or a leg is liable to get in your face. So your head is linear all the time. And what's funny to me as MMA's gotten so popular, guys who haven't been in various martial arts their whole life will teach. They'll say, okay, I'm going to teach you kickboxing. And then they'll start teaching you how to slip. There's no slipping in kickboxing, guys. I assure you, slipping is a thing that comes from boxing. But, as we conflate the styles, the more independent that they can become, the more effective they are also. So you've got to be really careful. You got something that works really well for you, like you're like Topuria, like you move your head a lot. You've also got to be really careful with that and realize that someone can kick you and put you to sleep. Gaethje's going to be a big problem for Topuria too at that weight class. Not only the power, but the big kicks he launches. Yes, the leg kick, as you brought up, is an issue as well because any boxer has got to put weight on that front leg. A Thai boxer might not put any weight on that leg, depending on where they're from. Thai guys can do it because they've been checking kicks their whole life. American Thai boxers tend to be very light on their front foot. Yeah, there it is. Everybody read my book, Warrior of the Light.